Welcome to Bork. My name is Tia and I'm going to be talking about the Spider-Man game. Not a game review. Sorry, I lied. I have to talk about the game first because it is an amazing game. Spider-Man is a PlayStation exclusive, which means it's only made for PlayStation. It's made by Insomniac Games, who have brought you Sunset Overdrive, Ratchet & Clank, and my personal favourite, Spyro, the original trilogy. The game came out in 2018, and it is the 5th largest selling PlayStation 4 exclusive game. The games that had beaten it were God of War, of course, Horizon Zero Dawn, The Last of Us Remastered, and Uncharted 4. Now let's talk about the gameplay. I'm currently trying to 100% this game right now, and I can tell you that the swinging mechanics of the game are so cool. It's so smooth to swing from building to building, gliding around like the whole of New York City, and because it's so smooth, it feels like you are Spider-Man. He doesn't always bump into buildings, and it's cool when you get like a swing and then a run off the wall. Also, the fighting combat. It is button mashing, but when you have combos, when you level up, it kind of keeps fighting fresh. So you're always trying to do new moves, and different moves also mean more power. I'm not going to say much about the storyline of the game because I don't want to spoil it for you. The only problem I had with the game was you play other characters during the story, and I thought that kind of lost its pace because you're going from an action pace of Spider-Man to a boy who can just hack things, and it's a big difference. But why am I talking about this game if this channel is all about energy and sustainability? In the game, you have side missions, and these side missions are brought to you by Harry. Harry is from the first ever movie, Spider-Man movie, if you ever watched that.
Harry! Won't you be needing this?
Thanks, Ted. Peter, may I introduce my father, Norman Osborn?
He is mad about the environment, and you have to go on the rooftops of New York where his little labs are located. In these labs, you are given a mission, and most of these missions are trying to save the environment of New York. An example of one of these missions is trying to prevent smog. New York is known for its congestion and its traffic, and what people don't understand is that it creates a lot of smog. So Spider-Man has to go through these big clouds of smog and collect data. The data then is analyzed by him, and then he can see what type of car is polluting the most. After you find out the car, you have to go and find it, walk down on the streets, and then take a picture of the car. You then send that picture to the manufacturers where they will fix the fault. Another mission is cleaning up the Hudson Bay. So you get told by Harry that the fishes are diseased, and you find out that local businesses are polluting into the river. So what you have to do is you have to swing all the rubbish out of the sea and then create a chemical to spread on these diseased fishes so they don't go outside of the river and then spread it onto other fishes. Another mission is that Spider-Man has to go and create a chemical that eats away at plastic to prevent plastic pollution throughout New York City. It was an eye-opener for me for playing the game because not many games actually talk about saving the environment, and it's very weird that this game is talking about it. It's current and it's new, and we have only started to talk about the environment in the last few years, and it's nice to see that the environmental stuff is getting on these bigger platforms where children can view them. Hopefully that will affect how children see the future and also contribute to it. Hopefully it inspires them to become a green hero. There are not many games that talk about these problems, and the only games off the top of my head that I can think of are Just Cause, where you only have solar panels around the place, or wind turbines. And the other game is Fortnite, where they only added it recently, where you had solar arrays where you could go visit all 3 of them and then collect points to buy skins, but those don't really tell you what the solar panels and wind turbines do. They're just there for the sake of being there. They're not really educating the kids, and I thought that's why Spider-Man was good at saying that, because it actually dove into these problems. If you know any other game that has a sustainable vibe or has missions or has anything to do with sustainability or being green, please comment them down below because I'd like to know. I strongly recommend that you play the game. It's a great game, even if you're not a Spider-Man fan or a Marvel fan. It is, in my opinion, the best superhero game there is, beating Batman. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.